Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hale with Sports Choice Plus, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. We're going to be covering how the Philadelphia Eagles fix their defense. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Off the heels of Brandon Graham doing a radio interview and telling people that they didn't have the right coaches or they didn't have the right schemes or they didn't have certain players where they needed to on last season, it feels like the Philadelphia Eagles are moving in the right direction. I feel like with the retirement of Fletcher Cox, they are moving and jointing some things around. When you look at maximizing Jordan Davis, that's one of the things that they've been talking about this offseason. Maximizing Jalen Carter, getting C.J. Gardner-Johnson back into the flow of things. Adding the cornerbacks like you did in the draft, where you got two good corners that essentially are going to be 1A, 1B starting. And you got to think from the standpoint of just making the right calls, making the right decisions, having your linebackers and your DNs with the right calls. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are off to a good start this offseason, but I think that when it comes down to it, it comes to making the plays on the field, making the tackle when you have the ability to, not trying to strip it, not trying to do extra stuff, not trying to get too many more tackles for loss, but doing the basic plays, getting back to the basics, tackling fundamentally right, getting interceptions fundamentally right, not taking risk and blowing up plays, trying to play Superman on different plays and get interceptions or deflections. Sometimes the teacher has to take you back to where you first learned. And I think that a lot of times with some of these mega players, with some of these players that are on teams, sometimes it's more easier to talk about it and in the offseason get it off your chest. Boom, now you have a clean slate. With the new energy that they have in the room, with the new draft picks that they have in the free agents that they've signed and trading with the Jets to get the pass rusher, there's a different energy there, and I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to bounce back. When you think of this offseason, you think of guys coming in better shape. The OTAs, you can clearly see Jordan Davis is in better shape. You can clearly see Jalen Carter is in better shape. You can see a lot of these guys are coming in better shape, and that's going to bode well for the Philadelphia Eagles program. Offense pushes defense, defense pushes offense, and you want to see essentially what these guys can do. I feel like they have a Super Bowl team, and I feel like they're going to be back in the Super Bowl hunt. Getting 10 wins in a season is no mistake. You got to be a good team to get 10 wins because they're not playing all bad teams. So you got to think about this. Can they do that same thing again with Jalen Hurts? The answer is yes. So even with Jason Kelce retiring from the center position, Fletcher Cox from the defensive tackle position, they still have the cupboard really stocked very well. The general manager is active in what he's doing with trades and drafts and things like that. So they've really made improvements, and I'm excited to see what this team is going to do. So all you NFL fans, what do you feel like they've done? Do you feel like they've fixed their defense? Philadelphia Eagles fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the breakdowns, and we'll see you on the next video.